I've been in my bag a little bit. Remember my pockets in a jar, I couldn't buy no chick. They say that you...
It's Madden NFL 22 on EA Sports. And the question is, are you ready for some football? It's the football team and the Buccaneers. And it's coming up next on EA Sports.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
So out comes the Washington offense onto the field. They'll be led out by a Heisman runner-up during his college days. It's the versatile Jalen Hurts.
And he said he was feeling good in the lead-up to the season, and he proved it in a big way in Week 1 with 4 touchdown passes. Had the offense moving at peak efficiency right at the start of the year. Awfully impressive.
They'll throw on first down with Hurts. That's complete to Rodgers.
And they work this well upfield across the 45.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
Off the play fake. Here's
the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up 2nd down. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
Well, this defense for the Bucs, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
So on 4th down, Washington going to call on Tress Way to punt it away.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And this is caught. It's Brown. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. A big play that time through the air. 34 yards.
Every defensive staff harps on limiting explosive plays. Job not so well done there.
Yeah, they talk about it all the time. A lot harder to stop, though, isn't it? And when you think of an explosive play, most offensive staffs define them as passes of 20 or more yards and runs of 15 or more yards.
They went zooming past that number there.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. This will be caught once again by Brown. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. He'll look to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Brown. And he'll be out of bounds. A big connection on that one. 31 yards.
That is the exact right play call against that defense. So a hat tip to the offensive play caller because he won that part of the chess match. But give credit to his players as well. They won the execution part of it.
Back to throw again.
Looking for Brown, and he's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay.
A great play there. His 11th touchdown of the year. And the Bucs have taken a first-quarter lead. Crew able to connect on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now Washington going to retake the field for drive number 2. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
The numbers last week for Mitchell. 13 carries, 79 yards. On second down now. It's Mitchell. Even with that broken tackle, can't go very far. Stops short of the 30. Hurts. Got his man. It's the tight end Long. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. On first down, Mitchell. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Here's Hurts to throw. And down he goes, a Buccaneer sack. They'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Jamel Dean. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. Well, really not much secret there. 3rd and long, Charles, and he was looking to throw the football. And I would imagine as a defender, you're kind of salivating in that spot, right?
You certainly are, because 3rd and long situations, they tip the scale towards the defense every single time. Now you're actually able to dictate and understand what the offense is trying to do. You know where the first down marker is. You set your defense that way, and maybe you can be a little more aggressive in certain situations because of that. You start focusing on your coverage assignment, and when the ball's released, you break on it and make a play, as we just saw there.
He'll look to throw. Escaping the and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. A very costly sack there on 3rd and goal, pushes him back big time. And now you'd figure the field goal team coming on 4th. Looking for Brown, and he's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown of this opening quarter. And the Bucs are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And it's now 14-0. A drive there of just 4 plays. And it ends with a touchdown for the Bucs. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Well, here we go on the next drive for Washington. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown. So decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan? Or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
And some room to work. He stiff-arms him. And all the way down inside the 25 before he's out of bounds. A big play there on the catch and run. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. From the gun, it's Hurts. And he's got this to Jefferson. Touchdown! Van Jefferson. His first touchdown of the new season. And Washington able to make this a close game again. Extra point from McManus is good. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. That drive started on their own 25. 2 plays, 75 yards later, into the end zone. This one fielded at the 5. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it.
It got his man complete. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Scotty Miller, 81 yards. And the Bucs get the quick strike touchdown. Koo able to connect on the extra point, and it's now 21-7. Those are the ones the offensive coordinators dream about. One-play drives from that distance. What an effort. It results in the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for They'll run on first down. Mitchell, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Throwing is Hurts. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Sean Murphy-Bunting. And not the first quarter that he was hoping for. Now 2 interceptions thrown.
Well, the good ones, they find a way to compartmentalize, right? Put these behind them, have that short memory, but understand why they threw the 2 interceptions. They go on and usually play a pretty decent game. Other quarterbacks, they have a hard time getting past it and often put the ball up for grabs the rest of the ball game.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Now into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked up by Ambry Thomas. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
Hurts throw there, complete to Rodgers. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. Sets up to throw it. And that will be incomplete.
Well, it's looking like another 3 and out here, and at some point, got to be able to put together a drive to keep your defense from having to go right back out on the field. I feel like things are starting to unravel a little bit, and we're not even at halftime.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Just a yard return there after a punt of 49. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. They're going to look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. Flushed out right. And he wisely will throw that one away. So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here and 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Brown. They'll look to throw again. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Ambry Thomas. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 10. And he will bring this one back. It is a pick six for a Washington touchdown. So they had a good drive going, a chance to build on this first half lead, but now you kind of feel like we got a new ball game.
And you wonder what the discussion will be now at halftime, because I think we were headed towards one. Now it's a different discussion altogether. One side optimistically, the other side wondering what could have been.
And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Now back to throw. Looking for Brown, and he's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A great play there. On his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And the lead now up to 14. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Taken in at the 3. And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And he will bring this down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line. So problems compounding themselves here on the return. They just give up the touchdown, and now they lose the football.
Yeah, partner, things are starting to unravel a little bit for them right in front of our eyes. They're going to be looking for some answers, and quickly.
So now, just like that, things change dramatically. It's 1st and goal. They'll set up a throw. The quick slant caught. That's good for a gain of 6. 2nd and goal. They'll look to throw. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
You got to give some credit. They're able to hop up in the air and bat that one away. And that's frustrating for an offensive lineman, because the only recourse is when he goes in the air to try and give him some type of a pop or a shove, hoping to bring his arms down.
To the goal line, but it's incomplete. So they opted to pass for it on 3rd and goal. Let's see what they do on 4th and goal.
Well, I think they threw it with the idea that if they didn't get it, they would go for it on 4th and goal. So they've got another play in their pocket.
And in for the Buccaneers touchdown. A great effort there. On his way to a historic performance, 4 first-half touchdowns. And the Buccaneers here finding a way to stretch their lead. Koo able to connect on the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Taken in at the 3. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
throw here. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Here's Tressway now, standing just about on his own goal line. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. With it is Brown. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. And this offense trotting back onto the field. Let's turn our attention here to Ronald Jones. The passing game, they've had more success there than the running game. Maybe something they game plan for.
How come they didn't tell us about it?
Because they wanted to keep it a secret.
We did ask, didn't we? But I think what happened in this one is they've realized that they've established the run pretty well, and teams are going to key on that. They thought they could open it up and have success through the air, and that's exactly what's going on.
Yeah, they've had success, at least so far here in the second quarter. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Benjamin St-Juste. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. On first down, Hurts. Throw right side into the hands of the tight end Long. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this second week of the regular season. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. Now they got to get to the line quickly. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Jamel Dean. And the Bucs are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Going up top for Miller. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Thus far, they've been able to move the line of scrimmage very well in the running game. Almost felt like they said in the huddle, can you guys pass protect? Let's take a big shot downfield. Didn't get it on that one, but they may come back.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Looking to throw. This will be caught by Brown. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Well, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
And when you've thrown as many interceptions as he has in this one, you definitely start getting a little hesitant to throw the ball out wide because that's prime pick six territory. That time, he made sure the only guy was going to catch.
Looking for Brown, and he's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A great play there. There to make the grab. And the Buccaneers are able to add on to their first half lead. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And a rout is on here in this first half. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Taken in at the 3. Oh, a good return up past the 30. Still going. And out of bounds finally, but not before getting it way across the 50 inside the 25. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He'll get this one to Patrick. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Back to throw. Hurts fumbles it, and it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Every week we hear talk about create turnovers. In particular, they wanted to force some fumbles. They got one right there.
And it shows you how the game has changed over time. It used to be good enough for a guy to get a sack of a quarterback in the pocket. Now, if you come to the sidelines and you didn't knock the ball free, your coaches are upset with you. All right? So if you're a quarterback, it starts all the way back in the youth leagues. Take care of the ball, take care of the ball, take care of the ball, because here come the defenders.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Taylor Rapp with a pick. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
So the first thing that crosses my mind is, why didn't they just sit on the lead and take it to the locker room? They're in good shape.
Absolutely. And from this spot on the field, now you've given the other side a chance for points here going into intermission.
Yeah, you changed the momentum of the game, and it's something you did not need to do.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. And McManus able to put it through. And that drops a deficit from 28 to 25. So not the greatest of first halves for him, but a little ray of light here at the end. The late turnover becomes 3 points before the break.
Well, they certainly needed something positive to go their way. Maybe 3 points doesn't seem like a huge deal in the grand scheme of things, but at least it's something to build on as they head into the half.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And they'll have time for one play. There's 2 seconds on the clock. They'll throw now on the final play. He's going deep for Brown. And now here's another interception. Picked up by Ambry Thomas. And he will be out of bounds with no time remaining on what will be the final action of this first half. And okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Bucs with a lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. This one fielded at the 5. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. Out come the Buccaneers. They'll have it first to start in the 3rd quarter. The first half definitely went their way, and this would seem to be a great opportunity to kind of put this game a little closer out of reach with a score here.
Yeah, and it's a wonderful opportunity for them, because if they can add 7 more to their lead before the other guys even see the football, that could be the decisive blow in this game. I think that's how they're eyeing it. That's how they're approaching it.
Clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Back to throw here. Going deep this time for Miller. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Cameron Curl. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line. They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts. Middle of the field to Jefferson. Washington. Van Jefferson with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the interception by the Washington defense leads to a touchdown. McManus now for the extra point. And that'll cut the lead. Now to 18.
Makes the score Buccaneers 42, Washington 24.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And a pretty poor return as he will dive to the ground to give himself up. Here comes the Tampa Bay offense now heading back out onto the field. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. They'll set up to throw.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down. Back to throw again. This is caught. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. He'll look to throw. Looking for Brown, and he's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A great effort there. There to make the grab. And the Bucs are going to add on to their lead. Koo able to connect on the extra point. And they open the lead up now to 25. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the inline. Another drive coming up for this Washington offense. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. On second down, here's the option. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there and worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it, most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
From the 41, Hurts. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Here's Hurts to throw. Got an open man finding Jefferson. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on 3rd down that they would be looking his way, and they did for big yardage and a 1st down. I think the defense fell asleep at the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
And he's able to skip away from that first defender on his way to a pickup of 5. The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Mitchell, and he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Elijah Mitchell, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And Washington able to close the gap just a bit. Heck of a start to his season. He had 2 touchdowns in the opener last week, another one here in week 2.
Well, I don't want to call him a touchdown machine this early, but sometimes you get locked in, and you feel good about things. You get into that zone, and those touchdowns come in bunches. He may be off to that kind of a start.
It's like he was shot out of a cannon. I would imagine success this early, great momentum going forward for the rest of the year.
He keeps this up, they'll soon be chanting MVP anytime he touches the ball.
McManus's point after is good, and that'll cut the lead down to 18. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Takes it at the 7. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. Now the Buccaneer offense set to take over again. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10. And throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he goes out right around the 39. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. He'll drop to throw. Going up top for Miller. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Scotty Miller with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game, as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And they open the lead up now to 25. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now we get another look at Washington on offense.
They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
Then he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here.
He did an okay job of absorbing the hit, just couldn't secure the football through the catch.
And he was right there on the spot and forced the incompletion. That's something defenders work on all the time. If you're there, make the contact, but continue to...
And down he goes, a Buccaneer sack. The safety blitz turns out to be a great call defensively as they sack him for a loss of 9. On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Buccaneers in good field position here to start out 1st and 10 at their own 42. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Man open left side is Brown. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. This will be caught once again by Brown. And he is out of bounds inside the 35.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Again, he'll drop to throw. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Back now here on EA Sports. It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
56. Mike, 56. Right there. 56.
You can't block me. You can't block me.
They'll look to throw again. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Brown. And he is out of bounds here. A gain of 7 that time. 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
56, the mark, boy. 56. Check 56. Yeah, I got you. Mike 56, Mike 56.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. A great play there. There to make the grab.
And the Buccaneers are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th-quarter lead.
Koo able to connect on the extra point. And the lead will swell by 1 more.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. Another try after the 1st down sack.
Hurts, and he's got this to Jefferson.
And he gets this down deep into Tampa Bay territory. A big play there on the catch and run. So that's about as long a non-scoring play as you're going to see from inside their own 10 to 1st and goal.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. C.J. Uzomah, his second touchdown on the season.
And Washington able to cut into that deficit.
He was on point throwing the ball right there. He had the big play to get him down close, and then he delivers a touchdown pass on 1st and goal.
And you mentioned the big play that got him down close. I think that big play left him reeling a little bit. They didn't recover from it. And you know they always talk about having to have a short memory on defense after a big play against you. Looks like their memory was a little too long there.
Now McManus for the extra point. And that will cut this lead down to 25. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And the result, a touchdown for Washington. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Buccaneers offense gets ready to head back onto the field. The outcome of this one, well, we know who's going to win it. It's just all window dressing at this point. Got me thinking, what's the biggest blowout that you've been a part of as a player, broadcaster?
Well, I'm not going to go to the player part because when I think blowout...
Because you won every game as a player.
No. I think about being blown out. And no one wants to go back to those memories. But, you know, when I was calling college football, I saw a game that... You know, a team put 70. I actually saw it happen twice. A team put 70 on their opponent. And in the NFL, in the 2017 season, I saw one of those changing of the guard games where a team that hadn't been very good before now was dominating and kicking around a team who had been ruling their division.
And that's when you earn your paycheck, right? As the analyst, you got to fill that time.
You've got to know what's going on out there and how it all happened.
Well, obviously, that begs the question, what game was it?
That was Seattle hosting Los Angeles, the Rams.
Yeah.
Their second meeting of the season, and the Rams turned it around from the first one and blew out the Seahawks.
Steps away to his left. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now back to throw. Going deep this time for Miller. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And all the way down to the 7-yard line. A big play that time for Tampa Bay. They'll look to throw. Flush to his right. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
They're certainly not letting up on the pressure in this one, and oftentimes you hear this expression, all gas, no break from defenses. But in this case, it's the offense still throwing the football up big in the 4th quarter.
Looking for Brown, and he's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A 7-yard touchdown grab, and the Bucs are on their way to a 2-0 start.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that will extend this big lead.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Taken in at the 3. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Hurts sets up to throw it.
Finding the open man, and that's Tim Patrick.
Touchdown, Washington.
Tim Patrick, his 3rd touchdown now on the year.
And Washington able to close the gap just a bit.
Extra point from McManus is good. And that will cut this lead down to 25. The long touchdown pass gets him 6 on a very, very tidy 2-play drive that time.
And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
So out come the Bucs now. We've got a lopsided game here. I don't know, Charles. What does the handbook say that we discuss when we've got a game like this in the fourth quarter?
Hold on a second. Let me thumb to the proper page on that. Know what it says?
What?
Let's discuss how we got here. This is a dominant performance, where they took control of this game, how they've managed to keep control of this game, and then we go ahead and think about how we're going to leave here and get to the airport. In a lopsided blowout, the roads are usually open.
Forced out to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. I know it appeared he was saying, hey, give me the football, I'm open, but I don't know if that's a pass that he should have thrown there.
Well, I don't think we've ever met a wide receiver that doesn't think he is open or is about to be open.
True.
So when you throw your hand up in the air and tell your quarterback, hey, I'm available, he's trusting that you are. In this case, he was not, and it turned into disaster for them.
And they're able to get this way down there inside the Tampa 20. A big play there on the catch and run. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. No gain there on 1st and 5, and it leaves him with a more standard second down.
Let's go, G.
So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back. They're looking at second down now as they search for a consolation score. 2nd and 5 now. Hurts. That's caught by his tight end, Uzama. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. From the gun, it's Hurts. Touchdown! Tim Patrick with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And Washington able to cut into that deficit. McManus's point after is good, and that'll cut the lead down to 18. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. Well, and I think Washington got it. Yes, they did. Great job by the kick team there to get the football, but also don't forget about the man that started it, the lonesome kicker himself.
I love that you brought him into it because he doesn't get nearly the attention he deserves. Oftentimes it's only when it's negative. In this case, he created a positive play for his team.
On first down, Hurts. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. Hurts throw there, complete to Rodgers. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Throwing is Hurts. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Well, there have been a ton of sacks. They were just trying to prevent another.
So what you're telling me is the conventional way has not really worked for them, huh?
Not at all.
Not at all. So he tries to grab him here, and they still get caught.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
He's going to let it fly. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Bucs are going to take over with excellent field position to boot. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And checking the timeouts, they do have 2 defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that.
And Bojorquez on to punt as he gets it away.
And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. And in the early going, the running game, as we see the numbers, it just wasn't on point. Well, now it's gotten more true to form.
And sometimes it takes a little while for an offensive line to get in sync, because early in the game, defenses throw different patterns at you, different formations.
And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. Throw left side, taken in by Jefferson.
And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Hurts.
He'll get this one to Patrick. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done.
And now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout,
as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
To throw again on 2nd down. Hurts. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
They'll run the screen with Mitchell.
Pushing through the contact. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory.